在比赛还剩最后一圈时，排在第一的他摔了出去，触手可及的胜利就这样从指缝间溜走。这是他在本赛季的第4次未完成比赛，在积分榜上落后了第1名的马丁41分。照这样的形势发展下去，今年他恐怕将彻底无缘总冠军的争夺。然而，命运的齿轮在德国站发生了转动，在比赛中，处于领跑位置的马丁出现重大失误，直接摔出了赛道。原本排在第2的巴格尼亚顺势而上，升至第1位，成功缩小了与马丁之间的分差。MotoGP 也诞生了一个名场面：马丁捶墙。
Al final, pues, le puedo dar un puñetazo al camión, pero lo he hecho. Puedes ponerte a llorar, pero que tampoco te sirve nada al final.
随后比赛来到了阿拉贡站，此时两位的分差只有5分，但是在起步时，巴格尼亚出现了失误，排名掉到了第7位，然后他开始了疯狂的追击。
Bagnaia sweep on through. Being conducted right now by the number 1.
在超越73号小马时，意外发生。
Oh, he's back out! He's taken down the world champion! No! That is a huge controversial moment in this year's MotoGP World Championship.
马丁抓住机会，再次扩大了自己的积分优势，将领先分差拉到了23分。更糟糕的是，巴格尼亚在这次意外中受伤，不得不带着伤病参加下一场圣马力诺站的比赛。可以说他的处境岌岌可危。圣马力诺站正赛当天，天空不作美，下起了小雨。赛事官方出示白旗 Flag to Fly 规则生效，车手们可以根据赛道情况随时更换雨地车或干地车。在这样复杂的条件下，比赛的压力被顶到了极致。所有人都在猜测，巴格尼亚和马丁究竟会有怎样的决策呢？比赛开始，巴格尼亚完美起步，马丁紧随其后。这时雨势也是逐渐大了起来，马丁敏锐地察觉到巴格尼亚有进站换车的意图，于是果断决定率先进站更换雨地车，试图抢占先机。然而，命运似乎又和他开了个玩笑。就在他换完车后，雨竟然停了。
Through the first sector on the lap that's just been completed, Jorge Martin was 2 seconds slower than the leaders. If it doesn't rain again, Jorge Martin blinked too early.
Back in the pits here, Jorge Martin. This is the second time then he has come into the pit lane. Now look at the swing this is having. Look at the impact on this championship.
这一策略的失败，让巴格尼亚抓住机会，顶着伤痛奋力追赶，一举追回了19分。此时，两人的分差只剩下7分。
Io pensavo perché te dietro pure eravamo io te si ferma, no?
Io perché volevo toccare, però io
salíamos noveno si stavamo lì più.
随着赛季逐渐接近尾声，巴格尼亚和马丁身上的压力与日俱增，双方的失误也在不断增多。
Oh, Bagnaia's got down. Pecco Bagnaia has crashed out. Oh no, Jorge Martin's crashed out. Does anybody want to win this year's MotoGP World Championship?
随后比赛来到了日本站，巴格尼亚此时落后了马丁15分，但是巴格尼亚有机会在这里扭转乾坤，因为日本站是他所擅长的赛道之一，而且马丁在排位赛中出现了失误，导致他只能在第11位发车。那么这个周末意大利人能追回积分吗？灯灭起跑，比赛开始。
It's a great start from that second place on the grid. Pecco Bagnaia. Martin launching a raid on the inside of Marc Marquez into turn 10. He's got the inside line of Bastianini as well there. This has been an awesome first lap for the world champion leader, 11th to 4th. Wow. He started this Grand Prix in the middle of that 4th row in 11th. It's taken him 3.5 laps to get himself up into P2.
在比赛只剩3圈时，马丁追进了巴格尼亚，两位的秒差只有 0.8 秒。但令人惊叹的来了，因为这并不是巴格尼亚的极限状态，他是在有意压速度。眼看马丁快要追上时，这位两冠王展现了他无与伦比的统治力。
Friday night. Put my backpack on to do my thing, but the bouncer wouldn't let me in. He just stood there with a stupid grin. Last time I went on crying, but I kept trying, cause he don't know the rules that I'm supplying. I'll take my glasses, I'm gonna bounce back up and kick some asses. I've waited long enough. You think you know me, you don't control me. You think you heard me saying that I'm freaky. You're just afraid I'm here to stay. Just cause I'm here, you shouldn't walk away.
Masterclass from reigning world champion Pecco Bagnaia. He led the Japanese Grand Prix from start to finish.
巴格尼亚的完美表现让他追回了珍贵的5分，马丁紧随其后第2冲线，而马奎斯则是第3位冲线，成功化身为最强战地记者。下一场比赛即将在澳大利亚展开，这对于巴格尼亚和马丁来说都不是一个好消息，因为马奎斯在这条赛道上有着辉煌的战绩，他的存在无疑给2位争冠热门增添了更多的不确定性。接下来的比赛究竟会发生什么？我们下期见。